outside and we pumping. We don't care who watching. Don't take it no way. If my crew in the fat, yes, they're soaking wet and they better than yours. Don't take it no way. If your man in the dance and him want take a chance for the next girl, don't take it no way. Just hold on your friend and sway. Move to the right hand, sway. Create a vibe and sway.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
So at a point of correction, this morning we would not be having our Talk to Me as scheduled. Instead, we have an interview, scheduled for this morning. So that means that we're going to bring our conversation up right now to this segment. Can a third party succeed in SVG? But before we get into it, I just want to finish my point on the last segment regarding LGBTQ rights. I do think the only dangerous part to me is the T in LGBTQ and them introducing their multi-gender belief, they're more than two genders. And then right now, across the world, it's being, I don't want to use the word forced, but it's being introduced in schools. It's in
your face. It's
in your face. It's everywhere you turn. But the most dangerous part to me is the fact that it's being introduced to schools, and now children are being socialized to believe that this is the norm. It could never be the norm that there are more than two genders.
You know what was interesting? In the article itself, I think coming out of Dominica, let me see if I could find it fast. It almost it's as if it was categorized as a mental health issue back then. Oh gosh, I'm trying to find it.
I think it should.
Second. I remember hearing you say that, and every time you said, I chuckle because it's interesting to think that are you categorizing, let's say, gays, lesbians, homosexuals? Do you think that it's a mental condition, or is it the other factors that you think? Right. So in Dominica, all right. So the maximum penalty is 12 years in prison if the act is committed with a person aged 16 or older. And so it criminalizes buggery. But there's another part in it that said the maximum penalty is 10 years imprisonment plus the possibility of forced psychiatric confinement. That was what I found interesting. And this in a sense,
he's a pretty girl.
This in a sense, you know, there's actually a documentary on that. But anyhow, this in a sense is what persons would look at and say why the laws are so antiquated. Because you're going to say that you're going to force somebody, you're going to imprison them under psychiatric confinement. And I think this is why when I read this, I remembered your point one time saying that you think that it's a mental condition. But yeah.
So Joshua asked if we could give a breakdown of those letters. So as Dave Chappelle usually, and I know you boy, they hate Dave Chappelle. You cannot quote Dave Chappelle, but the alphabet people.
Don't say the alphabet.
So right now, they are called the LGBTQA+. And that is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex, queer, questioning, asexual. And I guess whatever else comes after that. That is the current terms this morning. What I do think is interesting is at the end of the article, it says, in recent years, a number of English-speaking Caribbean nations have repealed such laws, including Antigua and Barbados, Belize, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Trinidad and Tobago. A case is also pending in St. Lucia. Caribbean nations where same-sex relations are still criminalized include Guyana, Grenada, Jamaica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Is it that it's criminalized? Because I don't think there's anything in law stopping lesbian relationships.
Because it's buggery. No, hold on. No, because it falls under buggery. And buggery
lesbian relations can fall under buggery. You're a dirty person. You're a very dirty person.
No, I'm not a dirty person. You just have to be able to think outside the box. I don't know why you read my mind. You want time I tell you read my mind for other things, but you read my mind for this. Anyhow, it is criminalized in the cases of buggery. For lesbian relationships, maybe not.
All right.
All right. Ari put me on the spot with that one. But yes.
Yes. Moving on from this
All right, so
topic
before
because
you go there, I just want to give a shout out because I know I keep ignoring well, not deliberately, but good morning to Erica who's listening from Sable, as well as to Eugene, Faye, and Katha, who are generally on the Facebook Live as well. So special good morning to all of you. Right, moving on, Ari.
That's funny. It seems like I accidentally closed the story. Now I can't find it back. What's the name of the party? UPP?
United Progressive. Yes, UPP.
So the United Progressive Party. We're back to this morning, and the question we're asking you, the listeners, can a third party succeed in SVG? The number to call is 457-9997. Also the number to WhatsApp, 457-9997. Well, what do you think?
All right, I have to chuckle with this one, right? I think if you asked me 10 years ago, no, I know that persons who have political blinders on, this might not be a conversation that they probably wish to hear, but whatever, right? I think if you had asked me 10 years ago if a third party could have existed here in SVG, I might have said that it would have been a challenge. It might have been a struggle, right? But now, if you ask me, and if there is a decent slate of candidates, and I'm using the word dream team, and I'm borrowing dream team because I remember, I think it was in the 2001 elections. The slate of candidates at that time were called the dream team, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, Ed. I just want to say, when the Labour Party, the Unity Labour Party was doing the marketing in the 2000s, and they heavy on the streets and they promoting the party and the policies and everything, I was a child and they got to me. I remember I used to have my race cars and I would no, not annoying. Like the message got to me as a child. I remember I had my race cars and I would like take out the clippings that I would see in newspaper and stick them onto the cars and act like I'm doing the, when they drive through the villages with this. That's how impactful it was. Even me as a child, like, and then the songs that they were, it was good. It was good marketing.
Yeah. I actually think that, and I've said before on this program that, this is on a previous conversation with Ari and I on different things, but I do think, if I have to give my very honest opinion, that both political parties, the current political parties, NDP and ULP, have a bit of work on their hands with regards to the next elections, right? Particularly in getting persons to come out and to vote. And the reason why I'm saying that is that they both need to be aware of the fact that you have a change in, demographic of voters, right? In that many persons, especially many thinking persons, are not necessarily just going to vote along color lines anymore, right? This may have been not because your parent or your grandparents voted for NDP. It means that I am going to turn around and vote for NDP, right? And vice versa with ULP. There are many young persons who are looking at what the policies are. They're checking the feel on the ground. They're trying to see who resonates more with them, right? And I honestly do believe that both parties do have a task on their hand in terms of getting persons to actually, number one, the sentiments of persons is that one party has been in power for too long. And there are persons who don't believe in just changing for the change of changing sake, right? You're not just going to change because this other party, let me just speak plainly, because the NDP has not been there for the 20-something years, means that it's time to give them a chance just because they have not been in that position for the 20-something years, right? So part of me strongly believes that persons are not sure of who to vote for, given those two things in particular. One of the other things that is a bit of an issue for me is the declaration of candidates. Now, I could never understand why is it that we tend to wait, not we, because I'm not part of any political party, but why is it that parties tend to wait, to me, almost until like coming too close to elections to declare who candidates are, right? I need to be able to see who is there. And I am not going to vote on somebody who's brand new to me necessarily. I need to see what work you have done. And it needs to be work that has been done over a continuous period of time, not a push that has happened 2 or 3 months before the elections, right? So that is another thing. I find like, like when it's carnival time and just before the two weeks in carnival, people don't want to release these songs because it gets stale. I tend to find that is how I view sometimes the release of names of candidates, and that you don't want to put the information out too quickly in terms of who they are. But we need to know who they are. We need to know why it is that we need to vote for these persons. And it cannot be last minute effort or a last minute push to give me a reason to vote. I need to see your history of work over a period of time. So with regards to a third party, I honestly believe that if that party does have a decent slate of candidates, good qualifications, let's see what's happening here. I know this. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Yes, I like a conversation and I like a suggestion, but I kind of different because it is two party has a name that is special to the supporters and themselves, because why I say that? No third party. No care about good candidate you have. Your suggestion might be right to you, but and some people, but no good candidate they have a third party. They cannot like say get momentum to form no government, to get no big set of support. For well, one individual might be special, and you might say this is good friend I might vote, but to say get the overall voter plenty vote, that is a no to me.
So
because it's two party people, all the people understand. People, you see kind of discussion is going on and kind of where people change for the parties. So I don't believe no good candidate. Nobody, no third party can walk in Sylvancy right now.
Yeah. So what you're saying, Carl, it would take them some time to garner the following.
Yes.
Okay.
And then to turn Vincent and mine from the party is a really hard thing as far as I see. But again, it message with NDP that going down. Well, the last time they gave a vote because they have a new leader, and more, if we really try, we can't a vote come from some big way when they about Friday as the new leader. You know, this Friday put on about 400 extra votes down in the constituency. Liquor can come and get some because maybe a ruling party candidate didn't work hard enough, and then people just believe NDP might have win. So some people in certain constituencies like Liquor can come and then people come out and vote more and all that kind of thing. So and then ULP lose some votes because some people discount and they think that they stay from a poll, but they're not going to vote for NDP. That also show how serious people is about the party and who they're voting for. And then Mr. Soboto sees that he sent me at least a couple of thousand people in a disaster just before election. When the disaster took place in Sikis and it was the hurricane and things. So we lose a lot of people, and it's continued lockdown, and a lot of people couldn't come back to vote. Some ULP, some Labour, some NDP. So to say, well, the NDP directly get the majority of vote, you can't say that yet. If the disaster take place this election, and if people come out, if people who was aware and didn't vote, you might see a little still different that ULP gave more vote again than the NDP. All the expectation. But ULP now running on the record. No education, airport, bridges, housing, how they handle disaster, and then around for good government and government to keep them vibrant and going and everything. So you have to stand a big chance in retaining government by far. So what happened now? The NDP might get itself a little bit because they don't go tell the world people went away and oversee and all kind of thing, and that's the reason why for some are losing the votes, the popular vote in some constituency. So all that they work on, and then with the message I got on Friday and these kind of people, and then got on Friday say, when you really consider that a man say, when your party suppose that ask why we're going and do to win to stem the traffic from coming into town and thing. He said, bring everybody in town to live. He would bring on them that set up with a conversation because they never hear a conversation like that in a whole life. How the whole country going to hold in town? But yet they might talk about the culture. And people consider all this kind of thing as stupidness, ignorance. And then when you do now, you say you're going to make education better, you're going to make a food work, you're going to make this work. And then afterwards, now people want to say, but what's going on with you? This is the thing that you condemn. This is the thing that you don't want. You don't want. And now you say you're going to make them work. So you can't fool young people. You can't fool. You might have supporters who because the party, not because they cling to a party and they vote for you, but then they vote for you because exactly your party send them kind of thing. They vote for you because of party name.
Okay.
But when
all right. Okay, Carla, do you have one more sentence to wrap it up?
Yeah, so with a party that doing well, paying the workers, never lay off nobody, and you have more cars, you have more truck, you have more employment, you have this and that. Vincent ain't going and let down that and go back to, because when you have a party new, it's all over starting again.
Okay.
I never to know them fellas and bring into the board. So you're outside. So
okay.
I believe that you have to stand a chance, and no third party can walk in Sylvan. So
all right. Thanks for your contribution.
It is funny. Just from the beginning of certain conversations, you could tell which direction people lean in.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fine, I mean,
I just think it's interesting. I just think but then you cannot say that paying workers not laying off anybody. You can't say that. Especially with marketing board, AIA.
But I mean, I guess for him, he's talking about the grand scheme of things because we've never heard of government employees like real.
Oh, okay, right. Okay. That's fair. That's
even
fair.
in COVID, everybody still received their salary, So we'll talk about that in May when the judgment has been given, Ari. Okay.
But what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Did Godwin Friday say that?
I don't know. I've never heard it. I've never heard it.
I've never heard that. But then I don't listen.
To be fair, I generally don't listen to both sides. Too much discussions on both sides. Parliament is fine, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't even what I was going to say, but yeah.
So he does raise some valid points, right? In terms of the ULP's history, in terms of development. So they do have that. And to be in power for 23 years, I'm expecting for there to be some history of national development, right? For national development. The thing that he's saying, though, of maybe, let's say, the third party not succeeding, I can probably see in terms of them not necessarily winning. But what I can say is that they could upset the votes.
I think given some time, maybe they could make a difference because I think people need to remember that Labour Party, Unity Labour Party didn't come out to thin air. They were once a new party.
But to be honest, I do, and it's not I'm advocating for a sixth party in this case, sixth or fifth party, but I do honestly believe if a decent slate of candidates, I know I'm using the word decent, but I do believe if there is let's say a well-qualified slate of candidates that's proposed, they do stand a chance of upsetting things.
Were you repeated merge with Labour Party and what?
I can't remember no.
I can't remember the other party. But the time is 8:25 here in Swinson, and the Grenadines are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with Activated Mornings this morning.
Thinking of winning the lotto jackpot? Well, there is an easy way. Combo Play. Choose 4 numbers from 1 to 36. That's a combo 4 at the cost of $64. Match any 4 of the 5 numbers and win the lotto jackpot. There's Combo 6. where you purchase 6 numbers for only $12. Match any 5 of the 6 lotto numbers and hit the jackpot. How about Combo 7? That's a purchase of 7 lotto numbers for $42. Match any 5 of the 7 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also Combo 3, Combo 8, and Combo 9 lotto plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Pauls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Do you spin a dial to make a call on your rotary phone from the 60s?
No.
Are you driving an unreliable and risky automobile made in the 1900s?
Of course not.
Are you still fiddling with an antenna to get good signal on your black and white television from the 20s?
Really?
Then why are you still stuck in the past, sitting on an unintelligent 1930s design toilet? That's right, 1930s design. What does your bathroom say about you? Don't get left behind. The future is now. Be smart. Be progressive. Get yourself a smart toilet seat or a complete toilet today. You can visit the My Smart Toilet Seat office on the 3rd floor of the Blue Corner building opposite the old Anglican School on Bay Street. Our smart toilets are also available throughout St. Vincent at retail outlets with the orange flags. For more information, you can call us at 457-1703 or visit our website, justwashit.vc.
Whether you're ripping it up on the highway or taking a casual Sunday drive, OT Tire Limited is second to none when delivering excellence at reasonable prices. We offer new and used tires, tire repair and installation. We are the only place that offers nitrogen, which helps with gas consumption and ride comfort. Supplying you with brand name tires like Maxxis, Kumo, Good Ride, Westlake, and Triangle.
Boom! Enjoy the VIP style customer waiting lounge with refreshments and free Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying, yo? This is Skinny Fabulous, and when it comes to tires, nobody makes it easier than OT. Boom! Got me run the road with me OT tire.
Follow OT Tire on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter today.
Hey, boom! Run the road with OT tires.
Ground control, come in. It's the space station. We have an unidentified object for review. Over.
Go ahead, space station.
It seems to be.
Go ahead.
It's,
Go ahead, space station.
Okay, I've made my decision. It's a cricket ball.
What?
6. You big it out of the park and into the sky.
The ICC Men's T20 World Cup.
It's out of this world.
Buy your tickets now from tickets.t20worldcup.com.
Declare God's praises in the island.
Sunday, April 28th. Sunday, April 28th. It's the return of the Digicel National Gospel Showcase to the Victoria Park, featuring not 1, not 2, but 3 international gospel artists from Trinidad and Tobago. Chantal Lindsay, The Furnace, and Blessed Messenger. You can't afford to miss the Digicel National Gospel Showcase, Sunday, April 28th at the Victoria Park, with Chantal Lindsay, The Furnace, and Blessed Messenger, along with the best of SVG. Showtime, 6 p.m. Admission, $20. SVG Gospel Fest is sponsored by Digicel, Value Pack, Century Insurance, Geku, the SVG TCCU, ASL Auto and Real Estate, LA Unique Upholstery, Korean Divine Designs, Island Sips Water, EarlInnis.com, the Russell's Auditorium, SVG Tires and General Services, and Nice Radio.
WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is 8:30 in St. Vincent and the Eastern Caribbean, and we're back with Activated Mornings this morning. Now, jumping straight into the topic, we have a call coming in. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, lady and gentlemen. How are you?
Good morning, Anita.
Morning, Anita. How are you?
Yes, I am blessed. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, right.
Before I go on, Ari, I was talking to someone some day ago, and they tell me that you are related to Scissors. Is that true?
Yes, he is my uncle.
That's what they told me. Is he still around?
Yes, yes. I said good morning to him this morning as I left for
Yeah, he's a was a very good friend of mine. In
Okay.
many moons ago, I used to take things to the Grenadines to sell, and
Okay.
he used to sell me stuff and so on. There was another guy who used to bring things from North Leeward. He was a journalist, I think Kojak or something like that. Was he used to write in one of the newspapers? Yeah, I know. So I was wondering. So I said, next time on radio, I have to ask Aria. They did tell me that he's your uncle.
Yes, he
And
is. Yes,
there
he
was
is.
right. There was the person even remind me that he was the first person that introduced mixed bag. Yeah, he was
Mixed
the
bag.
first person. Yeah,
Oh,
the
vegetables?
vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah. He
Oh.
was the very first person that would show two beans and a tomato and stuff. Yeah. And I think at that time it was $3. Yes. And there was a slim young girl that used to sell for him. I don't know, is she related to you guys too?
I'm not
I
sure.
can't
I know he used to sell with my aunt, but I'm not sure.
I don't know if that is the person. Yeah. I think she had a relationship with XP. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
okay. Anita, I guess we'll catch up off air.
Well, yeah, take my number. I
Uh,
just tried to find out. Anyway, okay. Now, am I allowed to go back to something on Friday? I don't want to touch on the subject here. And if I can't, it's okay.
sure, go. Let's hear it.
Okay. Now, last Friday, you and Roleza, I hope I get it right now. We're
Congrats.
talking about.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Yeah, practice make perfect. And you were talking, Ari, about the minimum wages, and you kind of shuffled me or lost me because you didn't expound. So you said that the minimum wages went up, but the prices are still going up. It doesn't make sense to you. So
So
can you explain to me? Mhm.
I have a theory, right? Because I'm not an
Mhm.
accountant, I'm not in finance, but I have a theory that if the minimum wage increases and the employers increase the price of the items to meet the minimum wage so that they can balance their books,
Mhm.
and many different things internationally influence the market, such as the wars. So the raise in oil would influence different things here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Usually we see the prices raise, but when things go back to normal and the prices for oil drop, we do not see the prices raise generally. So I just
Dropping
think,
generally.
I don't think it drops. Once they raise it, it stays at the price. So everything keeps going
That
up,
is true.
and that's how we have inflation. So that's why I was saying I don't think that it makes sense.
Okay, well, now you explain your part of it, but for me, on the other hand, I'm saying that if the prices, if the minimum wages doesn't increase, it wouldn't stop the prices from going up, as you just said there. Once the price go up, it stays there. But what the minimum wages, in my opinion, will do, Ari, is that it may not cushion all the blow. I mean, stop all the blow, but it will cushion some. And we as consumers, what we have to do when we go to the supermarket, things that we used to hug with both hands and smiling faces, we have to now watch them with bad eye and go our way.
Leave by the cash register.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like when you used to go in the supermarket, Roleza, and pick up a bottle of passion fruit because you can't bother with the blend and the straining thing, you have to go back to that and leave that there for who can buy it. Am I wrong or right?
No, you're very
No,
correct.
you're not wrong
If
at
I
all.
reach by the cash register and I can't afford, I leave it right there.
But
But I won't even take it up because on the shelf I would look at it and that's why I say I pass it with a bad eye.
But what I'm hoping is that something could be introduced to combat this problem, or we'll just see things becoming more and more and more expensive. For example, what was once known as, there's a myth, there's something far ago that person used to call a shilling biscuit. How much for a shilling biscuit now? 150.
I don't even know.
I
don't
know.
even know.
But
And
I
penny
was just
bread,
wondering.
penny bread still retaining it, but it's no longer penny. So,
But Roleza, were you that? I remember when it used to be 5 for 8 cents. I mean, and the size was really big.
So then
I ain't gonna know about that.
we
I ain't know
keep
about
seeing
that.
the prices for stuff
Well,
increase and increase.
yeah, I know. I go home and you send to buy a bag of bread because I'm a flour person, and I send to buy a bag of bread because I long to eat it. I do my own flour. I make my own bread. I don't eat bread on the outside anymore. Years now,
Right.
and but I wanted to taste, local penny bread. And when I see what they bring for $2, I say what it is going on here. But it's
Right.
over here too in Canada. Same thing, So
Right.
that's and just give me one more second.
Sure.
Yesterday, Ari, some people did not agree with you and sometimes Ari, you have to explain for people to understand because sometimes I listen and I understand what you were saying when you said it to the caller yesterday that he sound like an alarmist. And did you said at sometimes? You did say sometimes, right?
Yeah, it was a question. I was like, Dave, do you think that sometimes when you call in, you
Thank you very
sound
much.
like an
But
alarmist?
I guess a lot of callers didn't hear that you say sometimes. And you did say, this is how I understand it, that what you meant is that he was talking as though crime never used to happen. But what you missed out by saying you should have said it is happening more now. You
No,
didn't
I did
say
say that.
but it was happening. You did say it?
Yeah, I said that I cannot. I said I cannot argue that crime has not increased. That I couldn't. I did say that. You remember me saying that,
but
Roleza?
it was in relation to the guns part of it. That's what we're focusing on, right? So it's the prevalence of gun-related
yes,
crimes.
Anita, I will take your advice. I'll try to be a lot more clear when I'm explaining
I'm
stuff.
serious because sometimes I follow you and I'm not always in your corner, but yesterday I was somewhat wise, but I said you should have explained it a little more and callers would have understood what you were saying. All right, guys, you have a good day and stay blessed.
Same to you.
Your program. Will do. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. And Uncle Sisters, if you're listening, shout out my Uncle Sisters this morning. And he's over my business all day.
Now we know who you're related to.
Right?
All right. She's speaking about Kojo, the other journalist you mentioned. That's coming from Crampel.
Okay.
All right. So
speaking of Kojo.
Good morning, Kojo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That means number. Anyhow, let me go back to the
topic.
Political in St. Vincent and Grenadines, they always had more than two parties. As far as since I've been young, since I've voting time, we had MNU, we had ULIMO, we had Labour Party, we had PPP.
What was MMU?
That was one.
MNU was Ralph Gonzalez.
Right.
Yeah, what's the name? What is the abbreviation for?
National Movement something is
okay.
I can't remember the exact.
Oh, it's NNU?
NMU.
Okay, sorry, continue.
So Ralph used to win his constituency seat. That's why he has 33 years as a constituent person and only 23 years as but in as much as he was so popular with the younger people, he couldn't break through. That's why the Labour Party and the MNU formed the ULP.
Okay.
So, I mean, going back to stepping, it's very hard for third party because right now St. Vincent have two other parties too, But when they run election time come, they get like two votes in a village, 3 votes in a village, and basically you could know that is either some family or friend voting for them. So it's very hard for a third party to penetrate unless they team up with a existing party.
Unless they pull over candidates from the current existing party, or you feel about that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. People have to jump ship.
Yes, it's MNU, Movement for National Unity.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you.
And I'm saying it's not so easy for a third party to penetrate because since my mother been taking me to political meetings since I was a kid. That's why I'm probably political.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, back then, if Labor having a meeting, you have one side over here that is PPP heckling Labor, and when Labor have meeting, you have the PPP. Both. That's how it used to go.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, you used to have what we call the Market Square. You know where they build up that monstrous thing there?
Mm-hmm.
They used to have a shed.
The vegetable market, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, the vegetable, that monster. That used to be an open space. They used to have a nice little greenery inside that area and all kind of things.
I remember
and then they break down. Anyhow, there's where they used to have political meeting every Thursday. This is how politics just be. Every Thursday night, Labour Party, I think it's Wednesday was PPP. Every week you get that. You go there. So politics is been divided for even in America here. They have third party. Yeah, the third party sometimes come and hamburger at another side, but they don't win. They don't
make a significant dent.
Mm-hmm.
No, the only post never made a big difference in third party here was a man named again. Oh, so forget it. He was the only person. He was a millionaire, so he funded himself. He didn't have to beg nobody for no money.
But so Kojo, we have to stick up in there. So while we do appreciate
let me say one thing before you go.
Okay.
The vegetable stuff is a man named Humble from Kittels who started the bags.
The mixed bags?
Try to discredit me, uncle. I will defend him.
No, seriously. Seriously, that's my friend too.
All right.
Before Scissor started to drive van, he and I and Humble, we was friends.
Okay.
So your uncle thief the idea.
Harry, we will talk about that vegetable another time.
All right.
Thanks, Kojo.
All right. Shout out Uncle Scissors if you're listening. Local celebrity this morning, boy. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back with quotes this morning.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Did you know? Have you used them? Virtus, Medushi, Lilies. These are among the best bathroom tissue products available any place. Excellent quality, larger sheet sizes, and more sheets per roll. Check them out and compare with others. And guess what? These are produced right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I tell you, Vinci's have class. Yes, real class as always. Let's keep our standards high. Buy Virtus, Medushi, and Lilies. Made by St. Vincent Containers.
Ground control, come in. It's the space station. We have an unidentified object for review. Over.
Go ahead, space station.
It seems to be.
Go ahead.
It's,
Go ahead, space station.
Okay, I've made my decision. It's a cricket ball.
What?
6. What a shot. You big it. Out of the park and into the sky.
The ICC Men's T20 World Cup.
It's out of this world.
Buy your tickets now from tickets.t20worldcup.com.
Hello, Carnival. Nice to see you again. Hey, people, this is Ezra the Fun Machine, and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists, and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with God's ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your loan back. That's right! Pay $0 down and nothing for the first 30 days. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, pay slip, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Courts Already Cash location today or contact your Carnival band for more details. Experience Carnival 2024 with Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Lisa, pull up your mic.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is Activated Mornings, and we have our special guest this morning, Lisa. You know, Lisa is my favorite person.
Lisa, hold on. No. Hold on, Lisa. He tells me that as well, too.
No, I do not. No, I do
Listeners,
not. No, I do not.
Listeners.
Lisa brought me chocolate. You never give me nothing.
So that's what I need to do?
You don't need to let out all this. Next thing is take a whole box of chocolates next week, no, eh? Anyway, good morning, guys. Morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's the last Friday. Imagine that, eh? That's
that's
April
true.
finished.
That is true.
Last Friday in the month of April. We're heading into May soon, and May, as you know, is Mother's Day, Mother's Month. A lot of activities we have going on for the month of May. We have our Mommy and Me competition, reminding persons that the deadline to sign up is on Tuesday coming, which is the 30th. We're doing our in-house competition, baking competition. So anybody who would like to be a part of that, we're looking preferably for mother and daughter. But there's some persons who might not have a daughter, you might have a niece. But we want to collaborate an adult and a child in the competition.
Okay.
So the prizes are $1,000 first prize, $750 second, and $500 third. We are giving the persons a stipend, obviously, to purchase the items for the recipe. And we have some judges who will judicate and decide who are the winners on that day, which would be this Friday just before Mother's Day, which I think is the 10th of May. Our promotion has started. We have our Mother's Day campaign running. Every weekend for the next 3 weeks, we will pick a weekly winner, somebody who came in and shopped in the store every week. So whoever shopped for this entire week, they entered into our first draw, which will take place tomorrow.
Okay.
The first prize that we have is a day pass for 2 to Young Island. It's a really nice little package there. When you just relax yourself, sit down under the hammock, have a little mocktail or whatever, enjoy the beach. The following week we have other prizes. We have grocery vouchers, and we also have we have a spa voucher actually as one of the prizes, an entire day spa. So imagine just going and just be pampered for the entire day.
Treated like a king or a queen.
Oh gosh, I tell you. So persons just have to basically spend $9.99 and they're entered automatically in the draw. If you're not picked from this week, you automatically
how much again?
$9.99.
All right. Okay.
Automatically you're entered. So if you weren't picked for this week, you go into the draw for next week. All right. Our massive anticipated yard sale is happening today and tomorrow. We actually wanted to do this since the end of March, but the way that Easter fell, it was very difficult to coordinate it that last weekend in the month because it was Good Friday and then you had Easter Sunday and people were off. So we decided, you know what, let's just push it forward, to April, not too far off from where we had initially scheduled it. So we have Oh my gosh, there's so much deals in this yard sale. I went there yesterday, we did a live, and I actually didn't realize it was so much stuff. We have a lot of fridges. We have fridges from just the basic fridge. We have French door fridges. We have side-by-side fridges, and they range from $1,000 right up to just about $3,000. Obviously, the $3,000 would be for something like a stainless steel French door fridge. Those normally will go for like 8,000, 8,500, and you can get it now for 3,000. We have some stoves as well. Some of them are new. It's just that they might have a dent.
Okay.
Or it might be missing a knob or something. But there are also some that we got back from service that are repurposed, right? We also have a number of televisions. We have brand new Samsung televisions in the box, not used, never opened, seal, everything is on it. It's just that we have the newer models now that came, this is the technology, phones and everything else. There's always a replacement model for the older model. And we had these Samsungs there for a little while, and we decided, you know what? If we want to put out the new models, we have to get rid of the old ones. So brand new Samsung Smart TVs, 43-inch, going now at $999. That is a steal. You would have had to pay something like $21.99 originally for something.
Someone
like
is
that.
asking, is it $9.99 or
$999? Let me be very specific. $999. I wish it was $9.99.
I would be there too. I would be there. No, I would get up and go there. No,
and nobody taking on credit.
Right?
Straight cash.
Right.
Well, we are
Credit.
allowing persons if they are interested to do credit purchases today. However, that would have to be conducted at the main store because we're really concentrating out at Annisville for the cash transactions.
Okay.
Right? But if you come, for example, and there is a stove and a fridge, now credit happens on a specific price point. So you can't come and take out something for $200 and expect us to put it on credit. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Right? So we're looking at items $500 and over that we can put on a credit account. Because of the nature of the sale, we are trying to extend that credit to persons who have already created a history with us, somebody who we already have set up in the system. So it will be easy for us to get it approved. If it's somebody who's brand new, you have to go through the whole process, and sometimes it takes a little while for that to get approved. And we don't want to be a case where the person comes, they applies for the credit, we put aside the items, and then they don't get through, and then we're still stuck with the item. Right?
Okay.
So that's why we want to make sure that if we offer credit today, it's persons who are in very good standing or very good customers who just might come and say, I only work with $500, but I wanted these extra stuff.
Okay, so if I come, right? If I come and I select something, what is the process? Because I'm going to have to move from Annisville to town. So is it, would I be given a sheet of paper?
Yes,
Okay.
we will do all that. We'll actually send a message to one of our sales team who is allocated specifically for that.
Okay.
So they will be dealing with persons who might come into town, who were at the yard sale and who want to do that credit transaction.
All right, cool.
Right, but we will give them all the relevant information. Lord, there's so much. They have so much frying pans and pot sets and mattresses. We have chair sets. I mean, the prices are literally given. We even have brand new microwaves. Frigidaire microwaves. They're still in the box. The seal hasn't been broken. Those are going for $199 today.
Any laptops?
They are laptops.
Okay.
Quite a few as well too. You can get a laptop today from maybe $250. There are phones as well. We have the open network phones. I know we have some Apple phones as well that we're selling. Again, they have been, in some cases, they have been repurposed. So we have had to have service, check them and replace the part or whatever it is. But they're all working. Everything that we're selling today is in working condition. There is nothing that we're putting out that does not work. Right? So we've sifted through everything and decided, okay, these we need to write off. These are the items that we're going to keep. But they're just about everything that you can think of. Washers, those are available as well. There's some really good Whirlpool washers out there. There's some Frigidaire washers as well. They went from $1,500. Washers like those would normally sell about $2,008. Some of them are repurposed, and then there are one or two of them that are new. We just had to replace a part.
Mhm.
So the deals are there. And I'm thinking that this is ideal for persons who might have like a apartment, a guest house, somebody who's now starting, somebody who just build, somebody who probably just get married and moving into a new little apartment or something, and they, you're kind of watching your pocket. The prices are attractive. Now, the prices on them, I want to say that they're final, but obviously we will negotiate. Right? If you come and you buy 5 items and you tell me take off something, we'll work with you. Right? Because we want to make sure everybody leave with something.
Right. Okay.
And nobody walks through because they didn't get a deal. I think the prices are decent enough for persons to just pick up and just go. But again, we're willing to have that conversation with persons.
Okay.
We go until 2 today, so we start at 9, finish at 2. Lord, I don't know if we're gonna have stuff for tomorrow. I just want to put it out there because at the rate at which we have had viewers and persons calling, I would like to think that most of the stuff, maybe 80% of the stuff, might go today. However, whatever is left, and if we do have any extra stuff to put in, we will continue the sale as scheduled tomorrow from 9 again until 2 at the Annesvale compound. Well, we say Annesvale, but it's actually in Roseau, in Sion Hill, directly opposite where there is the park that they do the light up and so on. Directly opposite, you cannot miss it. It's the only big yellow building in that area. We asking persons as well, when you come to pick up to purchase your items, you'll have to make your own arrangements for delivery.
Okay.
Right? Because it's not a case where you buy it and then we will deliver it for you. Right? So some really good. Ari, there was a bite there. When I saw the bite, I said,
Lisa really wants to hear on this bike, boy. Me too.
Me too. A customer bought it. He traveled and he had to leave the state, and he brought it back for us. So obviously we want to get rid of it. It's in good condition. We do it at $3,000 actually. Take it and go.
Okay.
So Ari, if you are interested, check me afterwards.
Where did you have the yard sale last year?
We had it at the same location.
Okay, because I remember the building in Montrose. Is that a warehouse? There's a building that had the big singer sign on it. So, oh no, I'm mistaken. Okay. Courts buildings are Roseau, Kingstown. Where else? I feel like there's another building.
Warehouses in Camden Park.
Was there ever a yard sale in Camden Park?
No.
Okay. So maybe I'm confusing Camden Park and Roseau.
Maybe. I don't know why. But we've always had our yard sales in Annesvale. Right? So again, I mean, we're just encouraging persons, come out today. The deals are there. I would hate for persons to miss this opportunity, honestly. We just need to clear up some space. That's what we're trying to do. Clear up some space so that we can get the other items that are on its way to sort of fit into the space that we have.
Okay.
So, I mean, the team is out there. We're ready. We're excited. We want to make sure that everything happens in good speed today. So if you are in the area, you're passing through, or you could run me for a little while during your lunch hour, pass out there and let's see what deals we can.
So it starts at 12?
9.
9 this morning. Oh,
and go until 2.
Oh, okay. I know. I hear in 2. You see, you said 2 and the 2 the 2 stayed with me.
It's always Friday.
It's Friday.
I tired.
You're tired. But before I go, remember cash loans as well. Remember, Carnival is literally upon us. Everybody is.
You mean by next week? But anyway, we leave you out to that.
Tickets and everything else, and who having shows and costumes and I mean it adds up, and especially as women, you had a problem. You just put on the pants and a top and you.
No, listen, they just compete with us, you know. You have to understand they competing with us.
I had to do my hair.
Look at Ari. Look at Ari. Exhibit A.
So it adds up, right? So for those ladies in particular who, you want to go to a lot of the shows or most of the shows are the more popular shows. And it's kind of adding up and you're saying, I really want to go, but I don't really have the money. We have cash loans that are available for that. And remember too that we have a promotion running where if you take out a cash loan you have a chance to win your cash loan absolutely free.
Mhm.
Right? So what better opportunity than, and don't tell me I never win anything before, because a lot of the persons who we call who are winners have always said that I've never won anything before. And I'm always happy when Coates is the first person to give them their winnings.
All right. So Lisa, before you go, we have a question here. Is there king size mattress at the warehouse on sale?
There, I saw one yesterday with a matching base. Well, it is already 9 o'clock. So I can't tell them if by the time they get there, if it will still be there. But there was one yesterday. I think the price on it was either 8 or 850. The base on it was 9. It was 2 split bases, 2 single split bases. There were some queen mattresses as well. I think I also saw 1 double. But they were all in really, really good condition. Most of them came from off the floor. They weren't used by a customer, but we just wanted to replenish the stock that we had on floor and sort of refresh the look.
Okay.
So there are mattresses there for that person who's checking. But again, they will have to try and reach there early to see if it's still available.
So all roads lead to
Annisvale / Sign Hill / Roseau, whichever one you want to call it. All right, guys, have a great weekend.
You
Same
too.
to
See you on
you.
next week.
Take care, Lisa. Thanks again.
So remember, Coates Yard Sale at Roseau. You cannot miss that building. It's a huge yellow building. You're driving down Roseau. You cannot miss it at all.
Your vision is our mission at Courts Optical. Get